out here. What's up? I'll let some people start gathering in here before we get into things. What's up, everybody? What's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a good time out there. Just kind of doing some finishing touches of my notes here. Things to kind of pick up on. Just kind of put notes here and go with it. What's up? What's up? Guys, make sure you like and share this, please. We need to get more people on here. Like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. We are live here today. It is Wednesday, March 15th, I think. Is it 15th? Nope, March 17th. I'm 2 days off, damn. It is Wednesday, March 17th. Like, say hello to all the Facebook people. For all you YouTube people, you are watching not live later on. And this will be uploaded to YouTube as well. We will start, this will be the first documentary. This will be the first Wildboyz episode that will be posted to YouTube. This is Wildboyz Show, episode 14. It is March 17th, 2021. Wow. Without further ado, let's get into it. So this past weekend, a lot of races to cover from the weekend before, as well as some of the UFC fights. I don't know if Lucky's here, I'm sure. Let me see if I can invite him in here real quick. Let's see here. Nope, it ain't gonna let me. We tried this last time, too. I was just over there. So, yeah. It is what it is. It's not gonna let me tag him. Anyway, hopefully he sees this and, gets on here. Share. Guys, share this. Please, for the love of God, share this. Anyway, back to it. Let's start off with, not this past weekend, but the weekend before. Let's start off Smoky Mountain Speedway. Smoky Mountain Speedway, you seen, Mike Marlar running up front, and then, Chris Smoky Madden ended up coming in there and pulling out a pass and was able to lead it to the victory. Good run by Smoky Madden. He come out from last year, had a motor blow, and they, I think it was Tim McCready who took the checkered with the motor blowing. Or no, it was Mike Marlar. It was Mike Marlar who took the checkered last year when Chris Smoky Madden blew a motor. Now, Chris Smoky Madden blew a motor. It is what it is. He comes out this year. He retaliates, and he puts it in victory lane there at Smoky Mountain Speedway. It was fairly good racing at Smoky Mountain Speedway. It wasn't too bad. From what I saw on the show that I watched, I was also watching the UFC as well. So I was watching UFC on the TV in front of me, and then watching Smoky Mountain Speedway on my phone. It was a decent race, like I said. It was actually a pretty good race. I just wasn't as into it as I normally would be if I wasn't watching something else. I was trying to watch two different things at once, and it just kind of had me lost there a couple times. Like, what's going on? So it is what it is. We'll go with it. Florence Speedway, the Spring 50 this past weekend. Wow. I posted on Brenton Gotzi's post, I commented on there and told that somebody that, because they was talking about their car being broke at Florence, and I was like, it's not your fault, the track was shitty. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to retrace my statement. The track was shitty. Now, I'm not bashing the track, but the thing is, it was still good racing. The track was shitty, yes. I'd say there was probably a lot of cars that had rear end problems. But all in all, the racing was good. The heat races was good. The feature was great. Jimmy Owens had it, and it was just, the track was so rough. There were certain spots in the track that it didn't matter where you went. You had to avoid the holes, and if you could avoid the holes, you're great. If not, you wasn't very good. Jimmy Owens done a hell of a job. He led most of the race, and then there towards the end, he hit a hole, and it kind of messed up his momentum, and then Ricky Thornton Jr. right down in there. Ricky Thornton Jr. ended up getting it. He fought off a couple late race restarts from cautions. Caution came out a couple times. They had a couple late race restarts. He was able to pull ahead, get out front. I mean, he was already out front. He was able to stay out front and seal the deal. He was able to put the Spring 50 in the bag this Saturday at Florence Speedway, or last Saturday at Florence Speedway. Like I said, track was shit, but the racing was tremendous. Coming from a fan's point of view, I wish the track was better. I really do. But it should be all right. Shout out to Greg Johnson, by the way. Ran a hell of a heat race. He was on a rail. He was coming. And then he just come into 3 and went to dive down the bottom, and he hit that hole, and I mean, you thought he was a trophy truck racer, the way they ramped up out of that damn thing. It screwed him all up, sent him to the back. I mean, he still made the feature, but hats off to Greg Johnson. They was, I think they said they had a bad piston, burn a piston up, so they have to, I think, from my understanding, from what I've been told, they have to put in a new motor, or they're getting the motor back. I'm not for sure when. Hopefully this week, I'd say. They're getting the motor back, and they're going to swap the motors out, and he's going to have a brand new motor for the Indiana Icebreaker this weekend with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. So hats off to Greg Johnson. He ran a hell of a heat race. Saturday. In the feature, I wasn't, with it being on TV, I can only watch what the camera's pointed at. So, I mean, there's that. I would love to be able to zoom around. If they could I know they could do it, because you can do it on, with your camera and stuff. If they could make it to where it's like a 360 degree, to where like you pan with your phone, so you could, like, move the camera over to the left and watch them over coming out of 3 or whatever, or watch them coming out of 4. Like, if they had to where you could watch the broadcast, or you could get to where you could do, like, your own camera, that would be great. But I doubt that would happen. I'm not for sure how that would work, but that would be awesome. That way you would be able to watch whatever you wanted to watch when you were out on the track. Of course, people will say, well, you should just go to the race. Well, yeah, but there are times where that's just not possible. I mean, I would love to be at every single dirt race event, but it's just not possible, because there's things where, just like this weekend, Bristol Dirt's going on. Would love to go. Bristol's a bucket list track, but not going to be able to be there because I'm going to the Icebreaker. Do that every weekend. Wildboyz Race Chasers sponsored number 14, Be a Brenton Gotzi, will also be at Indiana Icebreakers in Brownstown Speedway for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series show. So enough about Florence. Atomic Speedway, Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series show this Friday. It was supposed to be scheduled for Friday. It is no longer scheduled for Friday. It is now going to be moved to Sunday. I'm sorry. Brownstown Speedway runs their Indiana Icebreakers, which is a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series sanctioned event. They run Saturday night, and then immediately following Saturday night, they will run on Sunday at Atomic Speedway in, I'm pretty sure it's Chillicothe, Ohio. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive it's Chillicothe, Ohio. I've been to that track. It's been a really long time since I've been at that track, but I have been to that track. Very, very, very decent track. If you get the chance to go to that track, go. It was quite an experience. That was the very first time I ever met Scott Bloomquist, like ever actually met him. And he was nicest ever, which is part of the reason why I'm not a big Bloomy fan by any means at all. I think he whines a little bit sometimes, at least he used to. But there is no doubt that he is the greatest dirt late model driver in history, period, end of story. But he was cool as shit with me. I was like, fuck, how old was I? Like 14, 15 years old? And I just pretty much asked him, hey, where can I get videos to watch this racing? Because I don't get to watch it live like everybody else. Do you have recap videos? He told me what website to go to. He gave me 2 or 3 different people to go to. And I told him thank you, and he was like, oh, you're welcome. But, like, he was willing to stop. Like, he thought that I was, like, trying to get an autograph, and I wasn't. I was just telling him, hey, where can I find these videos at? You're a racer, you know, and I've always been that way ever since I was little. You don't bombard people. I don't care if it's Michael Jordan. I'm not going to run up to him and shove a fucking book in his face and be like, sign this! Because they get that shit enough. They don't want to deal with that shit. I mean, they're not celebrities, they're dirt track racers, but still, they're local celebrities. They're celebrities in the dirt track world. So he was cool. Like I said, he was cool as can be, and I was a kid at the time. Yeah, I was a teenager, but still, I was still considered a kid. Like, oh, this teenage punk, you know what I mean? So, hats off to him for that. That's why I've always had respect for Bloomy. I'm a Bobby Pierce fan, so we've clashed with the Bloomy fans over the years, but I'm happy, I'm excited for this weekend as well. So, Atomic Speedway will be ran this Sunday, the Atomic Speedway race. I think it's like the Spring 50 or the Spring Buck 50 or something like that. It'll be run this Sunday, Chillicothe, Ohio, Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series show. Speaking of that, Brownstown Speedway in Brownstown, Indiana. This Saturday is the season opener. It is the very first race at Brownstown Speedway. And not only that, it is the first race for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. They started in East Bay. They done their East Bay thing. They're kicking off their season this weekend. Pretty much re-kicking it off again. And they will be racing in Brownstown, at Brownstown Speedway in Brownstown, Indiana. Brownstown Speedway is located at the Jackson County Fairgrounds in Jackson County in Brownstown, Indiana. You can find all the information to that at brownstownspeedway.com, or you can find all the information at the Brownstown Speedway Facebook page, or James Essex Facebook or Twitter page, or Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Facebook or Twitter page. You can find all the information you also need for the whole schedule at lucasoillate-modeldirtseries.com. So, anything you need for that, it's there. You just look it up, it'll be there. One more thing. like I said, gates open noon. I know that Britton Gotzi's headed down at noon. Hopefully I'm headed down shortly after. I know I'm going to have the kids Friday night, and then I'm going to have to drop them off and head down. It's about a 45-minute drive? Not even 45 minutes. It's a little over a half hour to get down to Brownstown from where I'm at. It's probably about 25 minutes from Black Swan Lake. It is 25 minutes west from Black Swan Lake. If any of y'all went to Redneck Rave 420 weekend, it's about 20 minutes west of that facility. Gonna be at Brownstown all year this year. Probably, maybe not every Saturday, but every time Brenton's there, you can find me there. There are going to be times where Brenton's not there, and I'm still going to be there. Excited. Very excited. Very, 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 very excited. Got my stimulus check in today, so as soon as I'm done with this live, I'm loading the child up in the car. We were going to Walmart. I got some things to get. A canopy, a tent, a griddle to cook on. It's going down this weekend, y'all. I also got to get more alcohol. I'm going down Saturday, and I'm not expecting to return. I'm going to get litty like a titty. I'm going to be in the pits helping Brenton. Obviously, I'm not going to get all that messed up. But the thing is I'm helping Brenton out. So pretty much after the race, if nobody's partying, I'll come home. But if we're partying down, we're going to fucking party down, y'all. If there's campers out there, we're going to party down. Find me, okay? Hit me up. Message me. Yo, we're partying. I'll be there. I'm all about partying. This is the first race of the year. We've been fucking cooped up inside. We didn't get much racing action last year. Damn it. It's fucking time. Race season 2021's about to start. I'm fucking jacked up. I'm ready. I can't wait. Got to go tomorrow to give Brenton Gotzi some money for some tires, because we're definitely going to need some tires. Folks, if you don't know, I'm sure some of you don't know about racing. I'm sure there's some out there that don't know anything about racing. Look, that's fine. I totally get it. You don't know, it's cool. It's not in your everyday life. Let me tell you something. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series event, those guys, that series, when that series comes to town, if you can keep up, if you can make the show, that's a win. That's a win right there. If you can keep up with them boys. I'm telling you, them boys are, they're somebody that you're definitely going to want to watch. It's just a good series. It's probably between them, the World of Outlaws Late Model Series, and the UMP Summer Nationals. I think that's some of the best series out there. I do think that the UMP Summer National Series, that tour that they do, I honestly think that, in my opinion, is probably one of the best series. I also got word today that Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series has broken a record for the highest paying season. They're paying out, there is a purse that they're paying out for all drivers this season. $5 million. That's not all at once. That's each race. Like, you'll get paid maybe $10,000 this race or $20,000 this next race. You might get $50,000 this race. All together, if you take up all the races that they are doing this year and you add up all the winnings that you could possibly get, if you win every single race, you're not even going to come close to that $5 million. This is spread out throughout the whole field, though. What is it, like 23 cars maybe that start? I'm going to say 25. And I'm going out on a limb there. I don't know exactly how many cars they start for a feature. But the thing is, $5 million up for grabs for winning. That's awesome. Hats off to Lucas Oil for doing that. It's great. One more thing I wanted to talk about that I did not put down because I'm going to come back to Brownstown multiple times. So, just know, this Saturday, Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series comes into town in Brownstown Speedway in Brownstown, Ohio, for the Indiana Icebreaker. If you've had me on Snapchat, you've heard me talk about it. If you've seen me here on Facebook, you've heard me talk about it as well. It's gonna be awesome. The Lucas Oil Dirt Series boys are coming into town. They're the big boys. The big boys are coming into town. Let's see what the local boys can do. Hopefully one of the local boys can put it in the show. I don't know if that's going to happen. That would be fucking amazing. I would really, honestly like to see Greg Johnson win it. But who am I talking about? I'd love to see Brenton Gotze in Victory Lane. But honestly, to tell you the truth, if we make the show, that's a fucking win for me. We could make the show, do a couple laps, park it in the infield, get the start money, go home. Heads held high. Because Scooby always told me back in the day, and I agree with him 100,000%, if you can load the car on the trailer at the end of the day with no damage at the end of the night, that's a win. If you can load the car, no major damage, besides, tires and little door rubbing here and there. But if you can load the car on the trailer with no major damage, you've won, period. It makes the next following week not as hard. It makes you not lose as much sleep because you don't have to fix as much shit. But it happens. So, Brownstown Speedway, Brownstown, Indiana, Saturday. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Show, Indiana Icebreakers. Gates open at noon. Hot laps at 6. I think that's what it said. I'm not 100% positive on that. Don't hold me to that. Hot laps at 6. And then racing following. I'd say racing will probably be about 7 o'clock. Unless they move up the start time. I doubt it, but we'll see. It's going to be chilly. It's going to be chilly Saturday night. If y'all are going to Brownstown Speedway this Saturday, grab a hoodie. Probably grab 2. Grab your hoodie, grab your thermals, grab your Carhartt. It's the low for Saturday is 32, and the low for Sunday is about the same. So it's going to get down pretty nipply Saturday night, which is fine. I don't care. I'm going to be dressed and ready for it. It is what it is. So yes, I hope to see each and every one of your beautiful, lovely faces there. Alright, we had some controversy this weekend. Timothy Culp and Billy Moyer. They were racing at the Cams comp, I think a comp Cams series. I'm not sure exactly where they were racing at. I forget. But I did see the video. Timothy Culp had a run on the inside. Billy Moyer was on the outside. He had a run as well. Billy Moyer held his line. Timothy Culp was coming up. You would think Billy Moyer seen him coming up, but I mean, it is what it is. I don't really think there's anybody at fault. I know Timothy Culp is not happy about it. I heard the podcast with Suave Talk on Dirt on Dirt today. I listened to that podcast, and he's still pissed off about it. He's very sour about it. He said he's not going to give his actual opinion of what he thinks of Moyer, but he's not happy with Billy Moyer right now. I mean, it is what it is. I get it. I get it from Timothy's side. Like, he's pissed off. They tore the car up. But I also get it from Billy Moyer's side, too. Like, Timothy was blocking. I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, I get where Timothy's coming from, but I also get where Billy's coming from, too. You got a preferred line. You got to hold your line. Billy Moyer held his line. He just got up in front. This is what happened. They come off the corner, off of turn 4. Billy Moyer's on the high side here. Timothy Culp's here on the bottom. Timothy Culp's in front of him. Well, Timothy Culp comes up, and as Timothy Culp is coming up, Billy Moyer keeps going. Well, here's the wall. Bam, they hit the wall. Well, when they hit the wall, Timothy Culp, he kind of catches Culp. Culp fucking hits the wall, too. Broke a bunch of shit on the car. Like I said, I get why he's mad. But it's kind of a racing thing. I mean, it's kind of a racing thing. Yeah, Billy Moyer could have lifted, but you're both going for the lead. I mean, I don't know if I would have lifted. I've never been in the car, one. And two, I don't know how to drive the cars. So, I would say I wouldn't have lifted. But also, I'm not in the car. I would say I probably wouldn't be going around the track full throttle, though, either. I mean, I'd be putting around to get the feel of it. I've never been in a car before. So, like I said, my opinion really don't fucking matter when it comes to that. But Timothy Culp, very, 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 very pissed off right now at Billy Moyer. And he's talking about that he's thinking about not even running the Comp Cam series, period, at all for the rest of the year. He said that they pissed him off, and when they pissed me off, I'm not like somebody to just write somebody off. He said, unless they really do me wrong, he said, and they screwed me this weekend. He said they literally screwed me. I think they gave him rough driving. I'm not sure. I don't know. All I know is that he is very pissed off, and that I don't know if he's, how long it's going to take for them to heal that wound. It is an open wound right now, and he is not happy. Anyway, let's talk about it. Look, I'm going to go ahead and say this before I say anything about it. There's been people talking about it. Brenton's one of them. And I'm not dogging Brenton at all because I agree. If you do not have the equipment to run your weekly shows at your hometown track, and you do not have the money to that, if you hit the wall or something breaks that you can't replace it, you should not be at Bristol. I'm just saying. There's a lot of guys that's tore up a lot of cars this week at Bristol, and has probably ended not only their year, it may have ended their career. There's been a lot of tore up cars. A lot. I watched a modified race earlier this afternoon from Bristol last night, and it took out half the field. Like literally, a couple, 2 or 3 cars spun out, and then the whole corner was blocked with nothing but modifieds. That's a lot of money, y'all. That's a lot of money to just be throwing down the drain. Like I said, I get it. It's Bristol, and here's my take on that. That's that side of it. The positive side of it is it's Bristol. When they ask you 10, 20, 30 years from now, man, you remember when they had that NASCAR race at Bristol? You remember when Bristol and them, they were running at Bristol, dirt cars and all that? They can say, yeah, I was there. I was running it. I totaled my car, but I can say that I ran around Bristol Motor Speedway on the dirt. That's a good resume to have, but like I said, Brenton didn't go because he doesn't have the money. He don't have the money, one, to run with them guys down there, and two, that's a lot of strain on a motor. To have one motor and that's all you got for all year, I mean, you don't want to take the chances. You want to race at tracks that you're gonna, you may not do the best at, but you're familiar with, and that's my opinion on it. Now, there are people out there that are racing, and I don't have any problem with them. Dan Smith is one of them that are racing, and look, I don't have any problem with him. I like the guy. He's cool as fuck, but he's in a Hornet. I don't think the Hornet should be there. Now, before anybody starts bashing me, oh, well, the Hornets are drivers too. Trust me, I'm not a big fan of the Hornet class, but I watch the Hornet class like the other peoples that watch the Hornet. To me, it's racing. Racing's racing. I don't give a shit if you're in a wheelbarrow. If you're out there racing, I'm gonna watch it. That's just how it is. With that being said, I've not seen the Hornets actually run on Bristol. I'm probably going to get on there and watch the highlights here in a few. I might download the show, honestly. I don't know how much I've missed today, but I'll probably download the show after this live. Maybe, maybe not. Probably going to town. I don't know. Anyway, that's how it is at Bristol. That's my opinion on Bristol. I would have loved to have been there this weekend, but not going to happen because Indiana Icebreakers. I'm not missing Indiana Icebreakers and helping Brenton out. I'm going in the pits to help Brenton out. He's either going to need help or he's not going to need help. If he don't need help, I'll be there for support. I plan on being in the pits. I've invited a bunch of people to the races this weekend. For all y'all I invited that told me you can't go because you have kids. Look, there's tons of people there that have kids, but I totally understand. I'm not bashing you at all. If it's not something you're into, you're not into the racing, it's what it is. It's all cool. I've invited people to come down and hang out with me and party. We'll see if they're coming. I doubt they will. Out of all the people I invited, I bet nobody shows up. I'd say me and Austin Manning will probably be one of the only people that are there. And we'll go from there. Obviously, my dad will be there. That whole crew will be there. We call it the Brownstown, Bloomington crew. You know, Scooby's not there this year, but he's there in spirit. And let me tell you something. I'm going hard when it comes to racing this year. I'm going to go watch as many sprint car races, as many late model races, as many races, period, as I possibly can. It's going to be legit. 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th of July. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be litty like a titty. Because that's the King's Royal at Eldora this year. The 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. It's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday show. I've taken off all days. I am leaving here Tuesday night that night. Pretty much I'm going to get home from work. I'm going to pack everything up on a Monday, get home from work, load everything up. I'm out. Kids don't have school. That's in the middle of summer. Grandma's either going to watch him or I'm going to find somebody else to watch because I'm going to pay some fucking money for him to watch. And that's how it's going down. I'm going to set money back out of this stimulus check to pay for babysitters for races this year. I'm going to the fucking races this year. Nothing is stopping me this year. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm managing my money this year and we're going to the fucking races. That's how it is. So, that's how it is. Let's talk about the UFC fight this weekend. Anyway, so this weekend, actually the weekend before, UFC, Adesanya. My pick was Adesanya. He just didn't do it. He's a good fighter. I don't think he needs to be up there at that weight class. Well, no, I can't really say that because he did do good. It's just that other fighter, he was a better fighter that night, and he no longer has an undefeated streak. But I like fighters that get their first loss. I'm not saying I like people that lose, but I feel like you gain more intelligence off a loss than you do off a win. So I think he'll be able to regroup. He'll come back, and I think his next fight, y'all better watch out because he's going to be on a mission. It's going to be dope. Also, I think that out of all the fights we've seen happen, that one fight that got stopped is complete and total bullshit. Old boy got kneed with an illegal knee to the head while his hands were down. And it just was not very good. They called the fight, and then the guy that got kneed in the head got rewarded the belt. I know it was like a blatant knee. Like, he didn't mean to do it, though. Like, it was accidental. Like, I don't know. It was a big deal. It was a big situation. I tweeted about it. I thought it was bullshit. You shouldn't win the belt like that. That's my opinion. I think they should have an immediate rematch. But the guy sat there and he threw the belt off when they gave it to him. And then he had an interview afterwards, which he was still concussed. I don't understand why he wanted to have an interview. He should have waited. But he insisted on having an interview. And I didn't want to win the belt like that, blah, 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 blah. And then 2 or 3 hours later, he's on Instagram like, oh, I'm the champ, holding the belt up in the air, got the belt over his shoulder. I'm like, no, you a bitch, bro. You a bitch. You got kneed in the head. You laid down on the ground. Yeah, it was an illegal shot. Yeah, it probably hurt. But you laid down on the ground. You cried like a little fucking baby. And then you were like, oh, sorry, I don't want to win it like that. I don't want to win it like that. I don't do it. And then you got taking pictures. calling people out 3 hours later, like I'm the champ, I'm gonna take on this person, I want you next, blah, 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 blah. Bitch, you won because of a disqualification. You were getting your ass beat, and you won because of disqualification. Is bullshit. I think them two should rematch. They should have an immediate fucking rematch. The belt should be on the line again, and I think old boy whoop his ass for it, is what I think. It was an accident. It didn't mean to happen. You didn't tell the referee, I want to keep going, I want to keep going, I want to keep going. You just laid on the ground, rolled around, that's pretty much how it was. It's bullshit call. I'm sure Dana White was not happy about it. I've not heard anything on him. I've looked up videos. I haven't heard him say anything. I didn't watch the post-fight press conference either. I probably should see what he said. I was just not happy with the way it went. Lucky and all of us there at the house, we was not happy with the way it went either. We thought it was complete and total bullshit. All of us instantly pissed off. Yeah, it was bullshit. End of story. It just fucking bullshit. I just don't understand how that, like, you can win like that and then be like 3 hours later be like, oh, I'm the fucking champion. You won from a disqualification. Like, nobody wants to win like that. They don't even like winning like that in racing. Across the line, they'd be like, hey, he went to the scale house. He's light. You're the winner now. There's drivers that be like, yeah, you know, I want to thank this person, but it don't really feel like a win. You know, I've heard drivers say, I heard Jonathan Davenport say that for the Dream, the year that Bloomy didn't make weight. Like, no, we don't want to win it like this. I mean, we'll take it, but we don't want to win it like this. We want to win it straight up, and that's just how it went down. It is what it is. Shit happens, but I think him and old boy need to have a rematch. And if I was old boy, I'd be whooping his ass. The exact moment chance that I get, I'd be whooping his ass. But that's how it is. Shit like that happens all the time. I mean, it is what it is. Things happen. But damn. Then this past weekend, I didn't get a chance to see it, but old boy got poked in the eye. He got poked in the eye and it stopped the fight. Pretty much the same thing happened the week before. Got awarded the belt. But he got poked in the eye so bad that his eye immediately started bleeding. Like, he was bleeding profusively out of the eye. It was pretty bad. It was pretty horrible. Hopefully they have a rematch for that too, and everything comes out good and he doesn't lose his vision or anything like that. I'm hoping anyway. You know, you don't ever want to see anything bad happen to a fighter, but you know, things happen. Shit does happen. Same thing with when Adam Calhoun gets in the thing and starts boxing. You know, you get in there, you start boxing or whatever, shit happens. You get punched in the mouth, you know, and you get a broken nose, things happen. You got poked in the eye. It wasn't on purpose. Like, he didn't walk up to him and was like, Captain Insano, shoulders to no mercy. Like, it wasn't nothing like that, but, yeah, you know, things happen. Hopefully, those two fights will have a rematch. I'm hoping. I wish Lucky was in here, because he'd be putting his 2 cents in, talking about it was complete and total bullshit, and these fights this past weekend were bullshit. Not all of them were bullshit, though, because I seen about 3-4 different knockouts this weekend, and I mean knockouts. Old boy was like, wham, straight punch, folded. Another boy got an uppercut, folded. Another boy got fucking hit and just ground and pound. Old boy just beating the fuck out of him, folded. You know, it was a lot of good fights this weekend, but there was a couple bad ones. You know, things happen. You got to take the good with the bad and go from there. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday, I told you I'd bring it back up. This Saturday, Brownstown Speedway, Brownstown, Indiana. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Be there. It's going to be fucking awesome. It's at the Jackson County Fairgrounds in Jackson County, Indiana. In Jackson County, in Brownstown, Indiana. It is literally, you could probably spit from Brownstown, or from Jackson County Jail and hit Brownstown Speedway. Make sure you are there this Saturday. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series at Brownstown Speedway in Brownstown, Indiana for the Indiana Icebreakers. They start their series off this weekend, and it's going to be fucking awesome. The big boys are coming in. You know, we're going to have the likes of Tim McCready. We're going to have, I'm trying to think of who's not going to be at Bristol. You've got people like, let's see, you got Tim McCready, you got Jimmy Owens coming in. I think Ricky Thornton Jr. might be coming in. He might be racing at Bristol. You got people like your locals, Brenton Gotzi, Chad Stapleton, Hudson O'Neill. I don't know if Don O'Neill's running or not. I don't think so. You got other people. See, Kyle Strickler's at Bristol this weekend. You just got a handful of different people that's going to be at Brownstown Speedway this Saturday. It's going to be awesome. If you guys are there, hit me up. I'm going to try to get there early, try to do some interviews with the drivers and all that stuff. I say that every year, and it's probably not going to happen. Since I said that, something's going to come up to where I'm not going to be able to do it. How much you want to bet? That's just how it is. That's going to do it for me tonight. Y'all have a great, wonderful evening. Y'all get out there and suck tonight's dick. I do this every day on Snapchat. Y'all have a wonderful evening. And I will see you same time next Wednesday for Wildboyz Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Wildboyz Show, episode 14. We out here. Until next time, wobble wobble, motherfuckers.